what do principles mean to you, and what are some principles?
Principles mean everything. If you stand for nothing, then you fall for anything. And I'm seeing it more than ever, especially because the temptations have never been stronger. On social media, it's so easy to sell out for money and fame and to kiss your brother for like a couple $1,000s. It's stupid and disgusting. So if you stand for nothing, immediately someone's going to be able to capitalize off of you. And of course, I made mistakes. Everybody made mistakes. But if you don't stand for, if you don't have any principles, then you're going to crumble as a man. And I want to be the best man I could be. I want to be the best father I could possibly be. I want to be an example for my audience. To some extent, I want people to be able to benefit when they listen to me. I don't want to be like, I want people to leave my stream and be motivated and be inspired and try to do something better. Because if I'm not doing that, then I'm just a net negative and I'm serving the devil. So principles are everything. Everything. And you have to figure out what you stand for and what you believe in. If right now, if you're watching this, you don't know what you stand for, I think figure it out ASAP, because everything trickles down from there. Right now, like the reason that I'm on such a good trajectory and a good path is because I'm taking Islam so seriously. I've never been at this high point of my career, even through the cancellation. They all call me an influencer, and they don't even realize that the people that are calling me an influencer are more influencers than me, because they have YouTube and TikTok. They're gambling on these websites, and I'm not. So I'm over here on an alternative platforms, and I'm still being able to break through all the censorship and be able to inspire and get to people and be on the biggest platforms possible and be able to network with all these people and have my voice heard by more people than ever through the censorship, because I have principles and because I've been able to ignore the distractions, because I'm taking Islam seriously, because I'm more focused than ever. Because the only way I would have been able to do this throughout, because I'm not supposed to be here. When you get canceled like how I was, you're supposed to fall off forever. Like they pretty much just want you to kill yourself. They do. I've said, like, rest in peace to Too Mad. There was another YouTube creator who passed away recently. And as soon as he passed, everybody just started making fun of him. I started seeing my whole Twitter timeline, just people making jokes about how he died. It's a sick world, the social media world, because they're just going to, if you die, they'll just make fun of you for more retweets and likes, literally. Nobody was like sending him condolences. Nobody was talking about his family. They'll just make fun of you for more clicks and retweets. It's never been a more sick world on social media. And I'm not saying this to sound like I'm on a moral high ground. I'm just telling you the facts. Nobody cares about him, like genuinely. The vast majority of people are just going to make fun of him for clout. So the best thing you could do is figure out how to have a good message, because they forget about you quickly. And a lot of it's fleeting. And I recommend everybody, that was a wake-up call too. Like, a lot of people are ignoring me, and they're trying to push me to the side. It's not like an attack at anybody specific, but they're trying their best to just, they'll see me in public and just turn their head away. But if, God forbid, if you were to pass or I were to pass, that would have been our last interaction. So I recommend everybody try to spread as positive a message as possible, because you never know if today is your last day. Tomorrow's not promised.
100%.
Always try to leave with a good impact, because it's a sick world, man. People are selling out quicker than ever.
So how was being canceled? First off, how did you get canceled, and what was that like? Like, in the process, what was that like, getting canceled? And like you said, you're supposed to fall off and die. How did you rise above that? What made you said, fuck these motherfuckers, I'm gonna go all in again and take over?
Because as soon as I got canceled, like, all the YouTubers and these like YouTubers are all bottom feeders now. YouTube sucks. YouTube is a dying platform. If you look at any YouTube, there's no good YouTubers anymore. I'm not saying this to be bitter, but if you look at YouTube, it's all like these documentary hit pieces to say something negative about somebody else. Like, the title's like, "This guy sucks. I hate this dude. The reason he's insane." And it's like a picture of him looking stupid in the thumbnail. And it's like just 15 minutes of someone like, "So this guy sucks and I don't like this." And like, it's a music reviewer and they're like, "This album's stupid and Ye's a bad person." Like, all of it is just, it's all one giant moral high ground, so that, and to make the viewer feel better about themselves. Like, just, it's bullying. It's just picking on someone, like, "This guy's a bad person." And so when I saw that happen to me, when I was canceled, everyone made these documentaries about me, like Sneako and the tragic downfall, the tragedy of Sneako, and they put my face like looking like they would make a screenshot like that. I'm like, I'm not gonna let these people win. How are you gonna be able to capitalize off of my downfall? I'm not gonna let you win. I'm gonna use that as motivation in order to prove you wrong and do the right thing. And we're here now. And I'm genuinely serious. It would not have been possible if I put all those things, if I ignored every single distraction. I use that as a tool, as a motivating tool, in order to do the best I could possibly do. And now these people, they see me in public and they turn away, because I really think that our movement, the love speech movement, is the truth. The reason that they turn their heads is because I'm gonna say something, or I'm gonna ask a question, or just simply my presence is gonna they're gonna have to face something that they were ignoring, because all I do is speak the truth. All I do is seek it. All I do is talk about it. And they've sold out. They sold out for brand deals. They sold out for gambling deals. They sold out for OnlyFans. They sold out for porn. They sold out for whatever to make a quick buck right now. They don't stand for anything. And I'm glad that we're able to spread the truth and make this movement undeniable. What we're doing with the love speech community is undeniable.
That's crazy. So what is the love speech?
Love speech is our community. I don't see it as anything that obviously I guess I started the community, but it's just an active community. It's our community. It's our streaming community, and it's all people, like, we're on the same page about pretty much everything about what they're doing. Like, everything we've talked about in this podcast, we're all on the same page about it. And what we're trying to do is get people to speak about it more, and to infiltrate all these spaces where they actively try to ignore it. So the love speech community is just, like, I would just say, our community.
That's absolutely crazy. So listening to your feedback about getting canceled and how you leveraged it. It's all about leverage, right? Success is all about leverage. Shit either happens to you or happens for you. Clearly, in your scenario, it happened for you to lead you to where you are now. A lot of people are victims to their life, to their surroundings. And I think having mental fortitude and being strong mentally and being able to leverage things that happen to you and being able to use it as a sense of power, I think that's very powerful with what you said. It's absolutely crazy just seeing your journey and how you got here and how you came back up from that. I think it's very, very, very key, everything you just said. Yeah,
it was pretty cool to see. Yeah, I don't want to keep, like, name dropping a lot of people, but I'm hitting new, like, right now my career is probably in its peak. Like, and I just want to continue growing every single day. I'm never satisfied with anything. Obviously, like, the people that I'm surrounding myself with, a couple years ago, I would have been like, I made it, I did it. But every time I hit a new accomplishment, I'm just like, okay, what's next? Like, how do I keep on building? How do I keep on going? I'm never going to be satisfied. I'm never going to be complacent. And I just want to remind the people watching, like, I'm not supposed to be here right now. They were supposed to shut me out, and they wanted me to, like, roll over and die. And I absolutely refuse to. And I hope that's information. I hope that's inspiration for anybody watching, that my career path, the fact that I was able to survive that and get past everything that they tried to throw at me, I hope that's inspiration for you guys to do the same.
What's your opinion on mental illness or depression?
It's just people who, they don't have faith. They don't have faith. I've never met anybody who says their 5 prayers every day, who is eating halal food, who's staying away from haram, who's doing right by their family, who's trying their best to do the right thing every day, who's working out every day. Those people aren't depressed. It's just not a thing. So I think just depression is a lack of, there's a lot of reasons why people think they're depressed, but I think the biggest reason is just a lack of faith. If you hold your faith, like, true to your heart, and you look to God for guidance, you're never gonna be depressed.
Yeah, depression is also a luxury of people in first world countries, because when you gotta put food on the table and you gotta provide for a family, there's no depression. Right. First off, secondly, depression is also just it's a signal from your body telling you that something's not right. Your life's shit, you're eating wrong, you're doing bad things, you're not serving God, similar to everything that you said. I think mental illness is bullshit. I think that mental illness is an excuse for you to take the power out of you, and the power is from within. The power lays within your tongue and your thoughts. And the moment they castrate you like that, you lose all your power.
Yeah, they told you that it's a chemical imbalance, and like that gives away your power. Now you're not responsible for being a failure. Like, it's your fault that you're a loser. Whatever's happening in your life, whatever incompetence that you're showing to the world, it's your fault. And if you don't internalize that, then you're just going to keep on losing. So don't believe any of that. As soon as you get rid of that mindset, which again is part of the programming, as soon as you get rid of that, you can start succeeding. It's not possible for me to be depressed. It's not possible. It's never going to happen. It's not possible.
Same.
Well, people, if you're ever depressed, you got to do a quick audit on your life. You're eating foods that are bad for you, listening to music that are bad for you, hanging around with people that drain you of your life force energy. So there's things that you can do, but depression is just a big lack of purpose. 100%.
There's a lot of people that don't even know what it's like to be sober. I've realized that too. Like, people who say they're depressed all the time, like, a lot of them are in therapy, they're on antidepressants, they're smoking weed, they're on different types of anti-anxiety medication. And if you ever ask these people, like, have you just tried being sober? And I've had a conversation with somebody, like, have you ever been sober? And they realize from that conversation that in their adult life, they had never been sober.
Wow.
Like not even just weed or alcohol, but they've never been off an antidepressant, an anti-anxiety medication, out of therapy, Adderall. Like they've never been fully sober. They've never been just living life the way you're supposed to live it. And that's going to be the number one cause of your depression or whatever's going on in your brain. Figure out where you're at sober, and then you could figure things, and then you could see where you're actually at mentally. You're not going to be able to know your real self. You're not going to be able to realize what's going on in here if you're taking 10 different drugs.
100%.